Hi Libra, it's Jill and welcome to Tarot by the Sea. This is your reading from the 29th of January to the 4th of February. You'll have to excuse me, I slept at a really awkward angle I think last night, and I am in pain. In massive pain. I can barely move that side of my body, but I just wanted to get the readings out. It does mean that they're a little bit slower, but we're getting there. I've done a couple and they have gone through, but it's just a little bit, I'm not on full power today, so hopefully it won't affect it too much. Alright, so we're using Gilded Tarot Tira Marchetti and the Fairy Tarot deck by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. If you've watched before, you'll know that's what I usually use. Okay, so we have the moon. Yeah, we have the Two of Pentacles. That came out. I put it back in the deck and it's come back out again. Moving away. Six of Swords. Oops. Oh, Two of Cups. Which way round was that supposed to be? Which way round was that supposed to be? You see the glow from my phone behind. Okay. The Star card. Tower's on the top, but it didn't come out. If it doesn't come out, it just means that this changes. It's on the top again. What's going on? Ten of Cups. Okay, interesting. There may be changes coming, but they're not quite here yet. Okay, you had the Tower. It was on the top of the deck 3 times. So I think the energy's coming in of the Tower, but it's not quite here yet. I don't think it's a bad tower. I genuinely don't think it's a bad tower. It doesn't feel like one. But dramatic change is dramatic change, isn't it? Those two. You might get the Tower in this deck instead. Here's someone. You just had the Ace of Summer as well, which is the Ace of Cups, and then you had the Four of Cups. So maybe you're being given an offer of love and you're not that interested in it. The Tower. And that is the point where it nearly came out the last time as well. Right, Ten of Summer. You have the Ten of Summer on the bottom of the deck. Okay, and you have the Ten of Cups as your last card as well. They're the same card, okay. So either you have the Ten of Cups, which is lovely, or you're aiming for the Ten of Cups. An emotionally fulfilling life with family or friends, raising children wisely and people you can trust. And that's interesting. There is progression through cups, okay, because we've just talked about this, which is the same as this one. Then we have the Five of Summer, and if you remember, I just said to you, we had the 1, we've got the 3, I don't know if we've got the 2. The 2 was the one that almost came out, and I said, I don't know whether that's in the upright or the reverse, because it fell out. So you've got the 1, you've got the 2, you've got the 3. Then it was the 4 and the 5 that nearly came out together. So you're progressing through cups. So maybe your focus is on this kind of emotional fulfillment and this moving forward towards the Ten of Cups or the Ten of Summer. I don't know why I'm still shuffling, but there is a reason why I am. Yeah, you've had everything basically from the Ace all the way through to the 5, and then you've got the 10 of Cups. 9 of Autumn. Okay, right, okay. And then you've got the Page of Cups. So maybe this is this energy that you're in, is this Page of Cups. Okay, and maybe you're waiting for messages of love. Pages tend to carry messages. So maybe you're waiting for messages of love, and you're kind of in this space, waiting for it, the Hermit. You're kind of internalized. Maybe you've isolated yourself a little bit as well, because you've also got these two cards are the same card. No, they're not actually. Isn't that strange? It's not strange that it's the same card, but look how similar they look. Look how similar those people look. And it's just like, but this is the Hierophant card. So maybe you're waiting, maybe you're kind of waiting. The sense that I'm getting for you is that you're waiting for the Hierophant. You're waiting for, you could be waiting for a Virgo to commit. You could be, you're waiting for commitment. I don't think you're interested. You want this message, but you don't want the Page of Cups. To me, this guy looks incredibly unappealing. He looks smug. He looks kind of quite arrogant. He's not offering that cup. He's kind of holding it to himself. It's like, you know, oh, I have my drink and I'm very happy. He's not offering that cup to anyone. And I don't think you want this Page of Cups. Or maybe it's you. Sorry, I don't mean to be rude. But, you know, I'm Libra Moon, so I know, you know, I'm not, if I'm insulting anyone, I'm insulting myself too. But it's like, maybe you're holding your cup back. Maybe you're just like, no, I'm not giving my cup until you're bringing me the Hierophant. I will stay on my own rather than offer you my cup until you're bringing me the Hierophant, until you're bringing me commitment, until you're bringing me something substantial. I am not offering you my cup. And it says, do the right thing for the right reason. Compare traditional versus new approaches to see which works for you. A spiritually minded community. And even if this is you, I think you like this other person, but they're kind of looking away from each other. It's like the Hierophant's looking at the Hermit's looking at the ground, and the Page of Cups is looking completely in the opposite direction. He looks like he's walking away with his cup, actually, and the Hierophant's, the Hermit's just standing there. He's just kind of standing there, looking old and kind of sad, and the Page is looking quite cross, actually, and just taking his cup. It's the kind of sense of, I'm taking my bowl and I'm going home. And I think that's basically what you're saying. For some of you, I think it's genuinely that. You may have a conversation, you may be in a relationship with someone, and you go to them and, you know, they're offering you something, or maybe they're not offering you anything because he's got nothing there to offer. And maybe you're just taking your cup and you're going home. And you're like, come back to me when you've got the Hierophant to give me. And if you don't have the Hierophant to give me, then don't bother coming back. I think you like this person. Look, there's a little page there, and he's looking at this person, who may be older than you. He's looking at this person. And there's a distance between them, but there is a connection there, you know. I think you like this person. But I think it's just like, you're just not... It's not even like this is the king or queen, you know. It's the page. And I wonder, to a certain extent, and the word that I'm being given, and again I find this a little bit like, you know, as a Libra myself, it's like, maybe you're being a little bit petulant. Maybe you are being a little bit kind of, fine, I will take my cup and I will go home. Or maybe someone's doing this to you, and it's like, I'm keeping my cup, okay, if you want it, you need to give me this. And it's a little bit like, not childish, but a little bit kind of, it's not the most mature energy in the world, let's put it that way. And I totally understand where you're coming from, you know. And the Hierophant is old and wise and all this kind of stuff, and he's just kind of standing there going, okay, There's not an awful lot I can say to that. And I don't think they're judging you for it. I think they understand where you're coming from. And I think it makes them very sad. Because he's got a sad little face. And I think they feel old, and I think they feel sad, and I think they feel a little bit broken, perhaps. But if you look what he's standing on a ledge. He couldn't come to that Page of Cups, even if he wanted to, because there's a huge chasm between the two of them. He can't step off there, or he's just going to fall. And I think maybe that's what the Page doesn't understand. And that's the secret. Not everything is illuminated yet. That's not a full moon, that's a part moon. Not everything is illuminated yet. And I think perhaps that's what the Page doesn't understand, is that this Hermit feels old and broken, and he's standing on a ledge, and there is a huge chasm on either side of him, and he feels so trapped. And he couldn't come towards the Page even if he wanted to, and he can't go back either. So maybe this is someone that you've known in the past, and they're like, I can't move forward with you, and we can't go back. And it makes me feel old and broken and sad. And maybe this is why the energy is a little bit not the most mature, because the Page seems really petulant and kind of hurt in a kind of sulky way. And they don't understand that the Hermit has no choice, because he can't move forward, because he will fall off the cliff. And maybe this is why they can't give you the Hierophant. Maybe they would love to. Maybe they would love to. But they can't. Oh my goodness, right. And what's really interesting now is on the bottom of your deck, you have the 2-6 of Wands. Okay, this is the same card on the bottom of both decks. This is triumph, this is social standing, this is appreciation, this is being held in high regard by others, this is all those things. Okay, this is being in the spotlight. Wonderful news on its way, smart choices that bring rewards, success and public recognition. Okay. Maybe both of these people. Maybe you're both celebrities or something. Okay. And you want to come together, but everyone is going to see it. Everyone. It's like she's on her horse, he's on his horse, you're both feeling really triumphant. Maybe the other energy was in the past. Maybe the other energy was in the past, and now maybe you are coming together. There it is. I knew I'd just seen this. The Magician. Okay, we have the Magician, and we have. Here we go. And we have this. Right, okay. I know which order these cards are, but here we go. Right. You have the Magician. You have the energy, or the other person has the energy, to create anything that they want. Okay, they can manifest anything. One or both of you have that. But it's going to take focus. This is a juggling card, but what I'm looking at here is this person has got 1 pentacle already, Okay? And now they're focusing on manifesting the second one. It's not quite in their hand yet. It's coming through the rainbow. Okay? It's like he's manifesting it. He's focusing on manifesting that pentacle. And that is what he's focused on. But it's not in hand yet. This one's secure. Okay? This one isn't, and this is what he's focusing on. And once he has both of those, there will be balance, which is the next card in the deck, which is this one. Once he has got a pentacle in each hand, he will be balanced. At the moment, he's not balanced. This magician is not balanced. This is you or the other person. This magician is not balanced yet. And he's waiting for his ship to come in. But he's got his back to it at the moment. He's not seeing it. He's not seeing it coming in. He's so focused on something else, on manifesting something. Then we have balance. Take everyone's input into consideration. Merge viewpoints to create a better solution. Take your time. There's no need to rush. Okay. Believe in yourself. Wonderful people want to help maintain a balance between work and home life. Maybe this is what this guy is trying to do, is maintain this balance between work and home life. Maybe you're trying to maintain the balance between work and home life. But someone is trying to manifest something. And they're trying to get balance and maintain that balance between work and home life. And then we have the Queen of Spring, which is the Queen of Wands. So there is action being taken here. This woman is so busy. The Queen of Wands is like all over the place. She's the mum. She's got 3 jobs. She's in charge of the PTA. She looks after other people's children. She's decorating her house. She's baking cookies. She's doing all those things. She's loving. She's passionate. She's all of that. She's warm. She's amazing. Okay. And she's driven. She's kind of crazy. She's kind of crazy. She's got so much going on. She's kind of crazy. She's a little bit all over the place. But she's just like, yep, I can handle all of it. And I can. And this is this card. Okay. And maybe this is it. It could be you. You could have fire in your chart. It could be somebody else. It could be this other person is trying to balance all of this stuff and basically keep it all going, keep all those balls up in the air. Believe in yourself. Wonderful people want to help you maintain a balance between work and home life. Now, then we have the Six of Swords, which is moving away. The moon is fully illuminated everything now. Yeah, we had the moon card before, and it was only partially illuminated. And now it's fully illuminated. Perhaps you have this conversation with the Hermit, and they explain to you all of this stuff. They explain to you that they're trying to focus on something else. They're trying to explain to you that they're trying to get balance in their life. They explain to you that there's this massive chasm next to them and they can't move forward and they can't move back and they're stuck where they are and they have all this stuff that they need to do. Or maybe you're explaining this to someone else and they tell you all this stuff and then everything is illuminated and you just get on your boat and you sail off to calm waters, either with or without them. And I think for most of you it's without them, because it says release the past and ending the wait makes way for new opportunities. Time to move on. Either way, you're kind of moving forward. You're moving away with or without them. It's like either you can handle what they're saying to you and you guys can move on together, or you can't handle what they're saying to you, or you understand what they're saying to you, is more what I'm getting. It's like you can understand what they're saying to you. And you're just like, okay, I need to move on. I need to move on. You know? And you're just kind of moving away from it. It will depend, I think. What will it depend on? What will it depend on? I think maybe though, I think it works for both of you because you've both got this Triumph card. You've both got this Triumph card. Maybe you both want success. And maybe the success is moving towards each other more than moving away from each other. And you both see that. You see each other. You see that you would both be successful. But it says wonderful news on its way, smart choices that bring rewards, success and public recognition. I think whatever this happens, either it's just the card reiterating itself and just basically saying that either way you will be successful, both of you will be successful, either apart or together. You're either moving towards each other or you're moving in different directions, if that makes sense. It's like one's going that way, one's going that way, and you're going to pass each other in the night and kind of like go off in your separate directions. But for some of you, you are moving towards each other, and that is the success. And it could be with this King of Pentacles. Okay. We have the King of Pentacles and we have the Queen of Wands. We've just had the Queen of Wands. And he's looking away from the Queen of Wands. If the Queen of Wands is you, he's looking away. And she's not looking at him either, in fairness. I wonder, because we had... Where did it go? We just had it like 3 seconds ago. Did I just shuffle the cards again? I'm crazy. We had the Three of Cups. And we have the Three of Summer as well. Do we have any other threes? No, we don't. We don't have any other threes. For some of you it could be third party, okay, because you're a Libra. So if you haven't got fire in your chart, I have no idea where that Three of Cups just went. It was sitting on the top of the deck. It could be third party, and the other person could be the Queen of Spring, and this is what they're basically saying to you, and this is what the juggling card is that basically they want to manifest something with you. But you need to take your time, because they're going to have to focus on basically getting everything balanced. And maybe they're telling you about this Queen of Cups, this Queen of Wands. Maybe the Queen of Wands is the other person in the relationship, and he's looking away from her and she's not looking at him either. And perhaps that's why you're walking away. Maybe they're telling you that the Tower, maybe this is a Tower. This conversation could be a Tower moment for both of you. It could be a massive, massive change. And you need to make a decision as to what to do. But you have the King of Cups now. And you have a passionate new start now. You have the Queen of Pentacles as well. Oh, goodness me. You have the Queen of Pentacles as well. But I'm going to leave that because generally the Tower is accompanied by the Death card, which is the other change card. So maybe you have this passionate new start. And this is the Tower and this is the change, okay? And it's news worth celebrating. But again, this could be third party, okay? Maybe there is a transition stage, possibly. And you're waiting for your pentacles to come in. You're nearly at the point where you can pick them, but they're not ready yet. But they're getting there, you're moving towards it. And as I said at the beginning, there's this transition, there's this move from the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, to the 2, to the 3, to the 4, to the 5. And you have that transition during this period of time. And you have hope. You have hope. Take time to review the details carefully. You will win in the end a fair and objective decision. Whatever happens here is happening so that you can have the 10 of summer. You can have the 10 of cups. It may be with this person, it may not be with this person. Let go of belief systems that no longer work for you. An important life-changing event, a situation that leads to significant opportunities. Okay, but it's underneath the release card, and the release card is basically the one saying, let go of the past and ending that makes way for new opportunities, time to move on. It's either time to move on from this person, or it's time to move on to calmer waters with this person. And there is triumph. But this time when I'm picking them up, they're moving in opposite directions. They're moving away from each other. For some of you, you're moving together. For some of you, you're moving apart. And that's the decision that needs to be made, I think. And these are your options. It's like, do you want to be the Queen of Pentacles and have something long-term and marriage and the Hierophant and everything else? Or do you just want to be a flame? This is a soulmate card too, the Lovers. Some people say it's a soulmate card. But the way that I'm seeing it is it's like, that's your options. If it was a fling, I'm sure it'd be a very good one. But is that what you want? Or do you want the Queen of Pentacles? Do you want the Hierophant? You're being offered an Ace of Wands. You're not being offered the Ace of Pentacles. You're not being offered the Ace of Cups. You're being offered the Ace of Wands. You're being offered this. Do you want this? What do you want? Do you want the King of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles? Do you want the Lovers and the Ace of Wands? That's your decision. That one or that one. And I think that's, you're taking some time out to think about it. You're stuck in your head. I think you're stuck in your head. You have this and you have this. And maybe you have this too. You're taking some time out. Maybe you're feeling quite despondent. But it says you have what it takes if you believe in yourself, thinking you're powerless when you're not, a lack of self-confidence that keeps you from getting what you want. And then I think at some point you just decide that you're going to move forward. For some of you, you're going to move forward and just be single. But regardless of what happens, you have the 10 of Cups and you have the 10 of Cups. Okay, you have an emotionally fulfilling life regardless. And this change, this Tower, is an important life-changing event, a situation that leads to significant opportunities. Okay, you have the 2 Triumph cards. You have the let go of the past, you know, the ending that makes way for new opportunities. You have moving to calmer waters. You have justice, you will win in the end. You have a really, really positive reading here. You may not see it at this point, but it is going to give you the freedom to move forward. It is going to give you the freedom to move forward. One way or the other. With this person or without this person, you will have the freedom to move forward, and you will be triumphant, and you will be able to manifest, and you will be able to do all of those things. And that is what is going to happen, but you may not see it initially. Okay, so whatever happens, you have the Tower, you have the Change card. Whatever happens, this is divinely guided. This is you on your path, heading towards what you need to head to. You're at the beginning of a new cycle, one way or the other. Okay. I know it's so hard not to be upset if you decide to move away from this person. I think you know it's for the best. And yes, you might be crying over spilt milk, and I hate that phrase, but you may have the 5 of Cups, you may be upset about it, and I think the other person will be upset about it too. If you look at the face on the poor old hermit, he looks upset about it too. But there are times when you just have to take your ball and go home and just go, I'm not willing to take what you're offering me. I'm not going to be an option to you. I'm not going to be your second choice. I'm not going to be just your lover. I want the Queen of Pentacles. And for some of you, you may decide just to take that, to take the Ace of Wands. And that'll be fine too, I think. I think you're triumphant either way. But I think for most of you, I think you've decided that you're not playing any more games. You know, you're not playing any more games. You want the Queen of Pentacles, you want the 10 of Cups. And you can do it with or without this person. But you're not willing to take any middle ground. You're not willing to take a 3 of Cups. You're not even willing to take a 5 of Cups. Okay? Well, you're not willing to take a 5 of Cups, are you? And you move from the Ace to the 5 during this period, I think. And then you move to the 10. You start moving towards the 10. So yes, the 5 might suck. Sorry, my back is really hurting. 5 might suck, but you're moving towards the 10. It's taking you from the Ace to the 10, okay? Or it's taking you towards the 10. We always have to move through these cycles. We always start at the beginning and then we move towards the end. So we go from 0 to the 1, to the 10, okay, and then back again. And it's moving you. It is moving you. Anyway, my loves, I'm going to go. I think I'm going to go and get a hot water bottle or something for my back. And I will speak to you very soon. Okay, take care. Have a great week. Bye.